Jenny Addis. I'm the director for the This Is How We Roll fashion show. I want to share a special presentation with you featuring an interview with myself, Debbie Bebo, our model director, and Bryon from the Bryon Paralysis Foundation. We will be discussing all things fashion show, how it got started, how it works, and how you can get involved in the 2022 show. You will also hear firsthand testimonies of some of the amazing models and volunteers that work behind the scenes, how the show has impacted them, and how it's been for them participating each and every year. If you look to the right of your screen, you'll see that there are 10 numbered subjects. You can watch everything that follows or fast forward to the topics that are most important to you. Thank you for watching. Grab some popcorn and enjoy this special presentation. Without further ado, let it roll.
We're here today to talk to Jenny Addis about the This Is How We Roll fashion show benefiting the Bryon Paralysis Foundation. So Jenny, can you tell us where your vision for the fashion show came from?
I'd been helping the foundation in Bryon for many years and felt like I wanted to do more. Like there was more that I wanted to be a part of something bigger and even better, you know. And I always thought it would be really cool to put together a fashion show that was all wheelchair users were the model. From there, I thought that I would bring it to Bryon at the Bryon Paralysis Foundation and see if they would want to collaborate. And
well, first of all, Jenny's a fashion diva. And she's always wanted to do a fashion show. She's come up to me countless amount of times. Said, Bryon, let's do a fashion show. Let's raise some money. We'll raise awareness, do the fashion show. But Jenny, I don't do fashion shows. I'm not a very good fashion show. I did not know what to expect. And when she actually laid down this idea of doing a fashion show with 40-some models in wheelchairs, I got to tell you, it blew me away.
You know, the fashion show has brought so many models. I mean, we're looking at probably 250 plus models that have rolled that runway. And some of them have been with us since the very beginning.
So tell us a little bit about the models and who participates in the fashion show.
So yeah, the models is what really makes this show. And we have models that come from all over the Midwest, men, women, and children of all ages roll each year. We even actually have some service dogs that join in as well. So that part is really cool. It's literally a diverse group of individuals that come from all walks of life, from school children to lawyers to nurses to even title holders like Miss Wheelchair Wisconsin.
You'll meet amazing people. You'll feel so much support. You'll feel great about yourself for bringing awareness, all while raising funds for paralysis. Do it.
I think that if somebody was thinking about being a model for This Is How We Roll, I'd say they should go for it because it's very fun. You get to do a lot of stuff and meet a lot of people, and you might meet a lot of new opportunities.
It is fantastic seeing these models roll down the runway to their songs that they pick, whether, you know, it's I'm too sexy for my shirt, I'm too sexy for whatever. But they get out there, they dance, they groove. It's like their time in the sun.
you're gonna have like the best time, and like you'll really like it comes more natural, I think, than you think it does.
It's really fun to pick out your outfit because you get to decide what you want to wear.
And the best thing about it is that these models, they help raise money and awareness for the foundation, for the BRPF, for the So We Roll, and they come back over and over and over again.
So I imagine that it's harder to get males involved in the fashion show. So what would you say to a man or a young boy who might be interested in participating?
I suppose you want me to answer that question, Jenny.
I'll let you start.
You know, just like in the very beginning, I never thought I'd be participating in a fashion show. It's the last thing I'd ever wanted to do. But I got to tell you, it's a lot of fun. I mean, picking out your own outfits, getting up there and cutting a rug, and just having a good time is a blast. You get your moment in the sun, and you know what's really cool is there's a lot of girls around.
So what can participating models expect on the day of the show?
Once they get there, they get registered and literally are taken backstage, and that's where the magic begins. All the hair, the makeup, all the glam kind of comes into play, that kind of thing.
You get dressed with the help of a professional hairdresser. You get made up from people who know about what the makeup is and what makes sense and all of that. So one, I love the fashion show because I get ready in a way that I don't get ready every single day.
And just kind of being together. Like there's usually some sort of luncheon that's kind of involved in it, and chit-chatting and glamour shots as well.
It's like an operation. It really is really like an operation of volunteers, just making every model feel special, making sure they look absolutely perfect the way they want to look.
Yeah, and that's truly what is so awesome about it too, is I don't like pick out the outfits for the models. I don't tell them they have to wear their hair that way or do their makeup that way. It's literally exactly what they want and how much of it that they want. You know, it's really a day for them. It's intended for them, and for them to have that moment where they can feel the best as they possibly can feel when they get out on that runway.
So why do you think models come back year after year?
I think a big one is the camaraderie, the community, and just being together with people that are maybe in a similar situation as you. You know, I think, you know, you can gain new role models and inspirations, inspiring individuals. One thing that I can think of too is that we literally have watched these models grow up. So we have one model, Eve, that was 4 years old when she first rolled the runway, and she's now getting into close to teenage years.
I feel like I'm part of something, you know, because we're all gathering to do the same fun thing, but we're also all there to help gather funds for paralysis research, and we all have the same common goal. I just think that's really special.
The secondary effects that people don't expect is that making new friends that are in some of the similar situations that you're in, but learning new ways to trying to find help getting a caregiver, or looking at new ways to get a van or a ramp, or just network, just be able to talk to people that are in a similar situation, that have family in a similar situation, that can make a difference in the way you live your life.
What excites me is just hearing the stories told by the MC as each person's out there on the runway, to really hear their story and their journey.
And I think that's truly what's the side effect, almost, that was not so intended when we started the fashion show. But really, that's become the foundation of the fashion show, is that community that has been developed.
It taught me how to dress for nicer occasions and get my makeup done and my hair done, and I didn't know that I could still be beautiful until participating in the fashion show.
I think sometimes you can feel alone in this situation. I mean, our lives have obviously changed since our injuries, and not only does it impact us, but it impacts families. And I think for all of us to be able to have other people to go to for advice and things afterwards, I think is truly special.
I agree.
Sometimes being in a wheelchair, you can feel alone. And when we all come together for the fashion show, the sense of community that you get, seeing others in wheelchairs, seeing others move forward in life and be together and be out and about together for that fashion show, it's a feeling like none other. It's really great.
So it sounds like it's a lot of work to pull all this together to run smoothly on that first day. How do you get that all done?
Literally, we have volunteers, our committee members, retailers.
And it's a pleasure just to help other women to look good and feel good and pick styles that represent what they like. And when we're picking out an outfit for them to look good for the fashion show, we're also picking out something that makes them feel good, that they can pick to wear to another event to wear. So it's not just about the fashion show. It's like, what outfit are they going to choose when they choose to get dressed up to go to an event?
We have specialized volunteers such as our hair and makeup stylists, to our production. You know, your husband Luke handles the production.
We also get to go out into the event and watch the people that we just worked on go out there, and they get to show their stuff and they look gorgeous, and we feel proud of them because they do a great job and they look gorgeous. So it's also a rewarding thing for us stylists, and volunteers at the end of it always thank me for inviting them to be a part of this event.
I carry with me the fact that I was a part of something that helped somebody feel good about themselves, especially even about their disability, like that they can go on the stage and not have to worry about that. And then I feel good that I did that and I helped with that.
I carry around that feeling of knowing that I helped somebody gain more self-confidence, and that I know I helped them feel good and kind of express their feelings.
There's literally a lot of people involved that come together to make this all happen.
The work that these volunteers put in, we couldn't do it without them. No. And what's even better is that we're getting new blood. We need new blood every year. If you know somebody that wants to volunteer, if you're out there and you want to volunteer, get a hold of us, because we need new people involved. Spread the word.
So the fashion show's benefits go to the foundation. Can you tell us a little bit more about the foundation?
Our goal is to find a cure for paralysis and help others out with neurological disorders through charitable grants or scholarships. So when you talk about what we've done over the years and what the fashion show has raised for the BRPF is over $150,000. We're talking about over the last 6, 7, 8 years that we've had the fashion show, we've raised close to $160,000. That's an incredible amount of money. And with that money, we've been able to give key research grants to Medical College of Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin, Rutgers, you name it. These researchers apply to us for these funds. And what's amazing is that we're seeing success. There are cures that are happening. People are making strides with this injury. And we're going to see people walk again. But in the meantime, we want to help people out as well. So we provide key essential charitable grants, whether that's for a ramp to get in the house, vehicle modifications to drive here and there. And the best part about it is a lot of the models that have been in the event have received some sort of funding from the BRPF.
When I first meet people, they're astonished that I'm able to push a manual chair. They're even more astonished when I say I play wheelchair rugby. So thank you, Bryon Reich Paralysis Foundation, for helping me gain a little bit more independence and freedom.
People might find it interesting that I'm able to kayak. I discovered adaptive kayaking over 12 years ago, and I've been able to use my love for kayaking to give back to the Bryon Reich Paralysis Foundation. I started an event called Kayak for Cure, and we've had an annual event every year for 6 years now, and we've been able to raise over $50,000 for the Bryon Reich Paralysis Foundation.
That's really cool. To be able to see some of these people living a better life because of what you're trying to accomplish.
So the next fashion show is planned for spring of 2022. If someone is interested in participating either as a model or a volunteer, how do they find out more information?
Yeah, so it's exciting because the fashion show is scheduled for Sunday, April 10th of 2022. And it'll be at the Ingleside Hotel in Pewaukee again. So that's exciting. So we already have it on the books. At the end of this video, they'll be able to see the information as well. They can contact me, they can contact BRPF, and get involved that way.
Yeah, simply go to www.brpf.org, or you can email info@brpf.org and ask for information. We'll get you set up, and check out the website. There's a lot of other events that go on too, but we need people involved. We want people involved, and we love to have more people involved.
I have been involved with the fashion show as an attendee. I think I've only missed one show. I have gotten myself signed up to volunteer along with our 2 daughters.
The people that I have met through the fashion show have been incredible, but that's really spun and really came out of our friendship.
Yes.
20-some years ago.
20-some
BRPF, this is how we roll. It's our friendship.
It's amazing.
It's scary.
It is scary. And we think big.
We think big.
Sometimes that
Dream
gets
big.
us in trouble, but we do dream big.
And we invite all people, whether they're injured or their family is injured, to dream big with us. Not going anywhere without them.
Exactly.
Today is about a lot of things. One is about being inspired, showing that life can never get you down. You can always get back up. And that's what these models do.
The success is the smile on their faces and just seeing them have this moment that you guys have given them. It's a moment that we have where we're not being treated differently and people are seeing us in a different light. And they see that we can be as beautiful and as pretty as anybody else.